We back again, getting the win. And this right here is episode number 10. Yeah.
Let's go.
People, how have you been? It's been a while since we saw you. And we starting to show off. We want to kind of connect with the emotions of the city because we're going through something right now, man. We're going through something. We lost a piece of us, man, and we all feeling it. And there's only one way I can truly express it.
Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see how long this lasts.
Dang. Let it out, big dog. Let it out. It's okay.
Not a good start. There you go.
Our guy, man. Our guy.
Yeah, man.
Jason Kelce, man. If you haven't heard, after 13 years, 13 seasons in the NFL, Jason Kelce has finally hung up his cleats, man. He retired, and that was a live clip from his announcement press conference because we didn't know what it was going to be. When he was going into that press conference, it was up in the air. He was going to come back.
Yo, even the crazy thing is, I guess the fan in me, even with that emotional start, I was like, part of me was hoping, like, okay, he just emotional because this has just been a real grueling decision. He just doesn't know, do I stay or do I go? And it's like, and he was going to come at the end, like doing through the whole speech. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I'm not crying. It's looking like it's bad, but I'm like, but then at the end he was going to say, and that's why I got to do it one more year.
I see what you was hoping for, the scene out the movie.
Yo, I was like a fan. I was like, yo, and I just can't. I can't let my teammates. I was hoping for that. The way he was going, man, like you just saw in the beginning, man, it just looked like. I was like, damn, he about to retire for real. Like this really happened.
He went there from the rip. It wasn't holding it back. He went for the his voice changed. So he must have been crying all day knowing Kelce, because that's a emotional guy, man. But the city, man, you know what? Tell Kelce, man, the city of Philadelphia, you're forever indebted in our hearts, man. We won Super Bowls together, so many countless moments, man. We put the utmost respect on your name. You always was a professional, and we just gotta take some time to just get you around, man, for sure. Appreciate you, dog, for sure. Salute to the boy Kelce, man. Salute to service. I always give a salute to service when somebody leave town, even if they not retired, when they leave town and they really did their job how they were supposed to, because it's hard being a professional athlete. It's hard.
You can relate. I get it.
Yeah, man. Like everybody don't know. I do it all, just in case you didn't know. But man, carrying up the performance on the field, physically, mentally, emotionally, how much it takes to probably play the game of football at the highest level, and then maintain your perception and your image off the field. And it's really a job for these guys, and we don't always think of it like that, man. But when I see Kelce, man, I could tell he took that very, very seriously, man. He was the ultimate professional, man. Honestly.
I never played football, but it's got to be even more of a big deal because of the position that he plays. It's one thing to play quarterback, play wide receiver, you know what I'm saying? But he's at the point of attack. Like him, and I imagine defensive tackles, they're at the point of it. Like as soon as the ball is snapped, he's already got somebody in his face. You know what I'm saying?
What I used to tell him. I used to tell him.
It's like so it's like
trenches.
like that's got to be even like the fact that he did what he did, meaning he played that position, and not only did he play that position, but he didn't miss no games, man. Like he was taking those hits for
he was an
he
Iron
didn't miss
Man
many
for real.
games if at all. Yeah, and that's that position is a true testament. You know, they talk about the Brett Favre and stuff like that's a quarterback. You have somebody protecting you.
Right.
He didn't have nobody protecting him.
Mm-mm.
As soon as the ball was hiked, he got a block. You know
and just think of Kelce on them brotherly shoves.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he said he hated that play because if you look at it, Kelce was the one that was in danger because he was the one that went first because he firing off the ball. He gotta pretty much dive head first into a 300-pound man, a 250-pound man, and have the whole pile on his body.
Yeah, exactly. He was the lowest one, and you know, but man.
Most people, regular people, ain't even gonna get up from under that pile. They're gonna have to bring the stretcher up out there out to get you from underneath that pile
to do that.
They run that play. Dude, and they do about 5-6 times a game.
Right? For how many games? You know what I'm saying? For 17 weeks, for 17 games, I guess. Like, you know, it's like yeah, you gotta give him. Yeah,
hats off to the boy Kelce, man. Hats off to the boy Kelce. One of the fan favorites, for sure. No question about it. He one of the fan favorites, honestly. Let's just in case you don't know, just to run you off some stats about Kelce and you know the career he had. Like I said, he's been the Eagle his whole career.
Yeah.
His whole career.
That's another thing. We don't have. It's like that's part of what makes it special is the fact that we had him for the whole career. You know what I'm saying?
That's rare.
Like yeah, you know. I mean, because even AI, who everybody you know, who's an AI who you know remembers that era, is a fan of. You know, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's just a few haters, but he didn't stay with us. Eventually, they traded him. You know what I'm saying? Barkley. A lot of people. I know. I'm a big fan of Barkley. He didn't stay.
Barkley not to the level of Kelce as far as beloved in the city like that. Like for the AI and Kelce, Barkley had a nice flash here, but it wasn't a long enough time.
I'm sorry, what?
Really?
All right, look, we're not gonna go. Look, don't do that.
Don't do it right now.
Don't let the gray hairs here for a reason because I know a little more than you, young.
Because you was a Barkley fan, huh?
I was a Barkley fan. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, he was more than a flash.
I can tell how you just reacted.
Disrespect. Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about in Philadelphia. I'm not talking about
Philadelphia.
Okay.
But the problem, back to the point, without going off the rails, back to the point.
But yeah, what was your point you was about to make? Not getting off the rails?
Nah, man, it's just like it's rare that we have a player that you draft and then he plays his whole career with us like that. You know, like you said, like that's a rare thing, man. We I don't know if we can really remember the last player that was great because this guy is great. This guy is Hall of Fame.
Right.
I've heard mostly everybody that speaks about him in regards to analysts.
It's Hall of Fame for sure.
First ballot Hall of Fame, not like you know, like first ballot Hall of Fame. It's rare that we have anybody like that in Philly that stayed your whole career, man, from draft to to finish.
Yeah, and when we say Hall of Fame, we're not just talking. He is 6-time first team All Pro. 6-time first team All Pro, and there's 3 teams just to let you know. He is 7-time Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl champion, and it probably has been the best center in the league for 5+ years. So that's telling you, what he brought to the game, and off the field, there's no question that he holding up the resume as far as somebody who should be in the Hall of Fame. Don't play with us about that. He better go in there first ballot too. You don't want us down there in Canton. Trust me, because we will do it. And speaking of Jason Kelce, I think he came to the Eagles when he was what, in 2011?
Yeah, right.
2011. So y'all gotta understand, we got a chance to see Jason Kelce go through pretty much, from a youngin' to manhood. Dude. And I got this video to show y'all just the guy, over the years. What you remember Kelce? Like, do you remember how he was when he first came in?
I don't remember how he was when he first came in, but I do remember the fact that we were, that's funny. I do remember the fact that we were going to, at one point, trade that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that. I remember that year, like, it's talking about people that was going to get traded. And he was one of them, possibly.
And look at the young Kelce. We're going to start it off 2011.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by.
Yeah, I remember when he
goes by so slowly.
Look like a caveman for like.
Love that beard, man. Don't you love that?
Look like a Viking. Look like a Viking at bodybuild. Look at the progression. Look, he got a fade. He like, yeah, my brother got this. Actually, did Travis get the haircut from him?
You know what? Nah, he got that from the brothers. Don't get it twisted. They got that from the brothers.
Look at that.
Man. And that's the other thing great about him, man, is that he like, it's like, not only was he a great player, but he definitely knew how to entertain.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why you know that he's going to do well depending on what he decides to do, you know, after football. Because he is entertaining. Like he actually I actually like to hear him, whether it's discussing football or discussing just like funny stuff. Like he's
at a party.
Entertaining. Yeah.
I feel like, you know, he'll be a good person to go to a party with.
Yeah. Or even it's just like used to, like you talk about just the guys that you want to hang out and have a drink with. Just like, you know what I mean? Just hang, like he's a guy, you know, have a conversation, bust like, yeah.
Regular guy, man. Regular guy. We can't put enough respect on his name, man. The city will be missed. We did draft somebody a few years ago to kind of start getting ready to take Kelce place, and he's been training behind him and playing, you know, different positions. So, you know, who did we draft? Was it Cam Jurgens?
Cam Jurgens.
Cam Jurgens, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, so it's your time, man. You coming behind the legend, but you already know that. You've been on the team the last 3 years. So the standard is high. The standard is super high when it comes to, you know, taking over after the Hall of Famer, Jason Kelce, man. But I just wanted to share something I got from my Jason Kelce. My favorite Jason Kelce memory was when the Eagles was on top of the NFL world in 2018 in February when we took down those New England Patriots and won our first Super Bowl. And the theme of that year was we was underdogs. You know, we was underdogs because Carson Wentz had got hurt. You know, we could take y'all back there. We was pretty much ripping through the league. Carson Wentz was having an MVP season. Then he tore his ACL versus the Rams about 13 games, 12 games into the season. And everybody wrote us off. But Nick Foles,
wrote ourselves off. We was all like, huh? Most people was like,
don't say we. Don't say we.
Okay.
Because I can show you the proof on Facebook. The day Carson went down, I told everybody, Nicky Montana on deck. And that's real live facts. Yeah. That's real live facts. That ain't no cap. I can show you.
Yeah, I got you.
But most people, they wrote us off. Most people, they wrote us off. So you ain't wrong to say that. And we turned into the underdogs. And the team kind of bought that mentality. And, you know, we just started ripping through the league. And Jason Kelce was kind of like leading the charge. That was the Hungry Dogs run faster year. You know what I mean? Where our old linemen, they was just the hungriest dogs. We was getting it done. And that led to a championship. And this from the championship parade. I'm about to just share one of the memories you know, I had, you know, with Jason Kelce. So that's the one I want to share second, actually.
Yeah, man, that was what a year that was. I mean, so many fans count them out, and it's like to have that moment where you're like, we were wrong, and I'm so thankful for it.
We were wrong.
Right. Right.
And I just want to put it on record. I thought we were still going to win with Nick, you know what I mean? I thought we had just as good a chance as we had.
2024. Nobody.
I just want y'all to know that's how I carry it, because I
cares.
carry it the same. Okay, here go the video. Jason Kelce. This is the parade. And this is really when he endeared into these Philadelphia fan hearts.
Everybody wonders why we're so mean. Everybody wonders why the Philadelphia Eagles aren't the nicest fans. If I don't eat breakfast, I'm fucking pissed off.
No
one wanted us. No one liked this team. No analysts like this team to win the Super Bowl, and nobody likes our fans.
Nobody.
And you know what? I just heard one of the best chants this past day, and it's one of my favorite, and it's new. Everybody wonders why we're.
Yeah, so that was the first clip. Here go the second one real quick. The end of his speech, but that was a great day, man. That energy that was down there, man. It was no drama. It was just all love. We were all so happy because we really psychos in Philly about the Eagles. Like, if you deep in with this green, you deep in, and you know, all them times to where we, you know, didn't get it done, and we was right there on the doorstep, and just for it to finally happen, the energy in the city that day was just magnetic. And I had a chance to get to the front of the art museum steps where he, you know, did this, and most Philly fans know, but let me share the second video where he just topped that off. Technology.
Yeah, man, that was
Let's
awesome.
see if it'll corroborate. All right. We're gonna try one. Here we go.
All those people that count us out.
We didn't know one liked us. I'm turning up.
What my man Jay and John just said. Fuck you.
Just like that. Just like that. Turn up.
And I mean, like, honestly, you got that speech. Now you got the retirement speech. Now you got the retirement speech. And it's like, you know, on the one hand, I feel sad that we didn't get to hear another speech when we went to the Super Bowl last year. But the Hall of Fame speech, man, he's raised the bar. Like, his Hall of Fame speech better be like he's raised the bar in regards to like speeches, man, because like he does a great, like, you know, the both speeches he's done so far were pretty good, like like his retirement speeches don't, like, you regardless of how you feel about crying, a grown man crying, that was all, to me, felt genuine, and it felt was well timed, and it was well, like, you understood. Like we said in the beginning of this podcast, you understood the pain that he must have been going through. Whether it was the pain he probably went through a bunch of pain writing that speech, because he definitely was reading off something. But like the Hall of Fame speech, man,
because to do what he did, man, you got to put everything into it, man. Pause, but you know, when you step away from it and just look and it's like over, it's like sheesh. I had to do that reinvention much earlier than him. But could you imagine if you was a ball player and you really made it to the highest height, and that always was your life, and now you 35, 36, and you gotta, like, it's over for you, and that's been your identity since you was like 6, probably, you know. So
I mean, it's like a relationship or whatever you have, where it's like you've been doing something for a long time, and you, like you said, you got to reinvent yourself. Like, it's an adjustment, and it's definitely an adjustment. And some people adjust quicker than others, but yeah, it's like when you stop, it's like that can be that process, that initial reaction and process is like it can be a lot. It can be a lot, man.
But one thing we're not worried about is Jason Kelce adjusted, man, because the spirit this guy got on him. The energy that he got around him right now, the foundation he set, we pretty much all know the guy's going to be all right. And if you had any doubt, man, he's already up the post-career activities. I don't know Why he chose for this to be the first thing he did after he retired. But he did. His rumor is, when he was in Buffalo watching the Chiefs versus Bills, it was some type of stipulation or wager made to where he'll come back and jump through a burning table in Buffalo. And just for y'all that don't know, Buffalo does this during their tailgates a lot. It's cold out there. They jump through fire tables. I guess you got to do that when you could never win the Super Bowl. You went to 4 straight. You're still trying. You got to jump through burning tables. But Jason Kelce, he went to that game in the playoffs, and he obviously told him he was going to come do it. And here he is, Jason Kelce, a man of his word, fresh off retirement.
Here we go. Jason Kelce, welcome to New Heights.
Hey,
Why?
this dude crazy, dog.
Why?
Yo,
Not only the fire, but
he out of control.
that wasn't even
New height.
glass. That was cement, dude. Like he fell and he broke that table. Like he definitely hit that joint hard.
No,
I mean,
for you to retire, didn't go do that, it's hilarious.
yeah, he's wild. He's wild.
You see,
He's
Trav was
wild.
just looking like, boy, crazy. I'm still under contract. I ain't doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, just in case y'all don't know, something we forgot to mention is they voted Jason Kelce the sexiest man in the world. I think that was last year. Yeah, GQ.
Wait, really?
GQ.
I did
It was
not know that.
that was officially in GQ. And I seen the title and I seen them talking about it, and I was just confused.
You bought that copy, huh?
No, I ain't buy the copy. I just seen it posted on we see him every Sunday. Ain't no need to buy that. I just was trying to see, was they talking about the same Jason Kelce that played for the Eagles? And they were. They were talking about Jason Kelce.
Hey,
and then I got confused because I'm like, GQ, am I dead? Am I not alive? So you telling me y'all know I'm alive, but you saying Jason Kelce is the most sexiest man in the world. I ain't get that. But he does have that on his resume.
This is awkward.
That should automatically get him in the Hall of Fame, I think. I mean,
I've heard a lot of ladies. I listen to sports radio sometimes, and I've heard a lot of ladies that when after the retirement, there's a few ladies that was talking very fondly of him. Let's just say that. Yeah. So,
and listen,
yeah, I didn't hear anybody talk about you, but they
didn't give him my topic. Once they see this. Honestly, kids watch this, so wouldn't even want them talking about me. For real. Kids watch this. Come on, man. Never heart. But Jason Kelce, it's the belly and it's the beard. It never fails you. The belly and the beard. The woman always gonna have a soft spot when it comes to that. Too bad I ain't got a belly.
Well, I'll just keep the beard because I'm not doing the belly. I'm good. I'm good. I'll let the beard grow.
Do you got a beard or do you got?
I'll let the beard grow before I let the belly grow. How about that?
As long as you could do one.
I got the goatee right now. I'll let the beard grow before I let the belly grow.
Oh, so you ain't never get that sexiest man in the world type love yet because you ain't got the beard.
If I don't have both, I've had the beard.
No, you just gotta have one, just one. That's all you need.
I've had the beard before, but yeah, the belly is not happening. Nah, I'm not doing
it. Shouldn't, that's not an aspiration.
Nah,
unless you want to be the sexiest man in the world. That's it. That's all. But Jason Kelce, shout out to you, man. If they don't get you in the Hall of Fame first ballot, I don't know what will, man. The city of Philadelphia salutes you, brother. We don't really got no Eagles news besides the fact that Avontae Maddox, he was released. He was good in spurts, good in spots.
Yeah.
Good nickel. The only complaint about him is, he always was hurt with an injury. If he could have been healthy, he was contributing, but they went ahead and released him, made some room. So that's really the only Eagles news. We got some key dates down there. March 5th, the franchise transition tag deadline. March 13th to March 11th to the 13th, unrestricted free agency begins. And then you got April 25th is the NFL draft. Not much news around the NFL, but next week we should have some more news next time we see y'all because free agency about to start popping off and moves about to start being made. So yeah, let's go ahead.
We need some moves. We need some moves, Howie. We need some moves.
Howie, you already know what to do, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say you do. Hopefully.
All right.
I'm gonna give you another chance. We ain't gonna take your credibility away after 1 year.
You're right.
But right now, we are heading to those Philadelphia 76ers who had a game last night. Versus the Memphis Grizzlies, man. Versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, I just want to note that Maxey missed that game. Who else missed that game? Kyle Lowry missed that game.
Melton
Missed that game.
Still got Covington out, and obviously our star player.
Yeah, Embiid is still nursing that, recovering from that meniscus surgery. But we did give up a lead yesterday. We didn't play. Tobias didn't play well at all. That wasn't one of your best efforts. We saluted you on here plenty of times. That was terrible yesterday, Tobias. You know that though.
Dude, he drove to the why do you drive to he did a Ben Simmons. Like he started doing Ben Simmons moves where you drive to the paint and you don't even look to do a shot. You drive to the paint. Like I'm trying to figure out, was that a Nick Nurse play or was that you just being scared? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, he took 12 shots. I don't know. He just looked out of sync, out of rhythm. Campaign trying. I don't like him being the primary ball handler. I like him much better off the bench, but he did what he could do yesterday. KJ Martin played tough minutes. Oubre played well. You know, I think he had 25, 26, somewhere around there.
If only he was consistent.
But yeah, we need consistency out of you. But that was a bad loss. We was up by a good amount, and we gave that lead up.
Like 13 points, man. Up by 13, bro.
Only person worth mentioning Memphis had on the floor really was JJ. And they had a bunch of European players, solid European players, but that was a bad loss, man. I can't lie. Even without Maxey, even without Lowry, even without Melton. And I know that's three people that run the offense, but we should have beat that team yesterday.
And what happened to the Dalton guy or the down guy? Like, why did they stop? They started him, right? Something like that, and then they didn't continue to play. Okay, let me not get riled up. I already got mad earlier.
Yeah, it's one game. Everybody was out, all your stars, but still, watching it did not look good. It looked like that was a game we should have won, and we didn't. We had better players, better NBA players than they did. We let them come in here and get us. Before that, we had 1-2 straight. I think we had beat Dallas and we beat Dallas and
Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dallas one was a good one. I wasn't necessarily expecting that, but
I know
that was a good one. Maxey been out since that game with that concussion.
We lost to the Nets too. Actually, the same kind of similar to how we lost to
before that 2 game
the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
no. The Nets. We played the Nets and the Grizzlies back to back, and
no, we was on a 2-game winning streak.
Okay.
No. We did lose to the Nets. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm scrambling it. But what you were saying as far as
my thing is that the point of we have a lead and then they can't hold it. Or they play competitive. I'll take that back. Against the Nets, they just play competitive. And then for whatever reason, in the fourth quarter, we end up losing the game. It's like, what are y'all doing? Like, I just
it's a weird time to watch to be a 76ers fan.
Yeah.
As you see at the bottom of the screen, we 7th in the East right now. I think the Miz said once we slide to 7th or 8th, we in trouble. And we sliding there now. Maxey averaging 26. Average hasn't went up that much since Embiid's been out. Everybody's pretty been playing steady. You know, nobody average really went up that much since Embiid been out. That's why it's been really inconsistent what we've been doing. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's rough, tough sledding right now for the 76ers. We got the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow night, and they're a good team. I would imagine if Maxey don't play, we will be underdogs in that. So yeah, man, we just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other with the Sixers. It's all coming down to what position can they hold down, and can they stay top 7 until Embiid and make Embiid really have something to think about? Because I'm sure if they fall out, 8, 9, 10, Embiid ain't about to be coming back for no play, and that don't even make sense. But if they can kind of maintain their level of play, which is not looking like right now because we're losing more than we winning, then maybe we got the question we need to answer, man. Should this guy come back?
No.
Should Embiid return this season?
No.
If he is able to.
No, we should not.
No.
No.
But what if?
Do not. Why are we coming back? I don't care about the play-in. Why is he coming back if we're in the 7th spot? Why is he coming back if we're in the 6th spot? What are you coming back for? To lose in the first round?
Okay, what about the fifth spot? The fifth spot.
What? Okay, so they play. Okay, so you
The
play
fifth spot, and
the
Embiid feeling like he 80%.
So you play the fourth. You play the fourth seed, and then after that, I think you play the second seed.
Remain.
I don't think you play number one. Do you? Is that how it works?
I think it's highest seed get the lowest seed, ain't it?
I thought
depending
it was
on,
right. You're right.
Depending on what happened.
So my point is that right now, even if Embiid is at 80, like let's say he goes against Giannis at 80%. You see us winning that series? Let's say he goes against, like, real talk. People need to stop sleeping on Kristaps Porzingis. Like,
stop it.
No, what I'm saying is that Embiid, yes, Kristaps has to guard Embiid at 80%, but 80% Embiid has to guard Porzingis. Can he do that? And let's not even talk about. Let's talk about the other pieces. Do the other pieces, can they handle Tatum and Brown?
Yeah, the sum of the Celtics mixed with Porzingis. I see what you're saying, but Embiid to cancel him out plus one. Yeah,
so
I mean,
let's go with the Bucks. That's the other. To me, that's the other team in the East, the Bucks.
So the Bucks and the Celtics. You don't see.
Can we handle them? So my point is that if we aren't going to the third round, which is what the whole point of this Embiid era is right now, is let's get to the third round, Joel. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, like, he's a great player, but I don't know if he's going to be as beloved as Jason Kelce. Okay, real talk. We're not going.
He gotta win. He gotta win. He gotta win.
So, like, what's the point if he's not getting to the third round?
Okay, so under no circumstances this year, outside of the Sixers looking like juggernauts without Embiid, would you want Embiid to try to come back? The only scenario you would think about it is if the Sixers make a run to like the third seed with their current team and they look good versus top teams without Embiid, which is unlikely.
Not look good, look like contenders. Unless good equals contenders.
Good without Embiid is contenders. If you look good versus other teams, meaning you beat them and they beat you.
Okay.
But that's an unlikely scenario. But outside of that, you don't want to see this guy come back at all.
Because what's the point? You're just putting more damage on his body. You're putting more damage on an already hurt body for no reason.
That's how you feel?
That's how you feel.
That's how you feel, bro. I mean, but since that's how you feel, you better let this guy know that, because he ain't talking like that.
That's the plan. Obviously, everything has to go well. As far as getting healthy and being as close as as I'm supposed to be. But yeah, that's the plan.
What's the timeline if everything goes right?
I mean, there's really no timeline. It all depends on. You can never tell how the body reacts, especially once you start ramping up. So, I mean, it all depends on how it feels, and if it feels great, then that's good. And if it doesn't feel like it's right, then you gotta keep going.
See, even he don't even look like.
Yeah, he looked like he just saying what they told him to do.
Exactly. Even he don't.
He's like, well, there's no timeline for what I'm going to do. But I'm not coming back this season. I could guarantee that. What you say, Embiid? Nothing.
Yeah.
That was my inside.
So my point is like, so yeah, he even that.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I'm holding. Outside of that scenario where the Sixers really start looking good, and I mean looking good, top 3 team in the East, I don't think they should even consider it. And when he went down, I honestly felt like he wasn't going to come back, because he knows he has one more contract left.
Yeah,
he has one more contract left. So why come back and push yourself for nothing at this point? So it's we got to see how it plays out. But I still want to see the Sixers team fight to make the playoffs and give us something to talk about into May, late April, May. So. But the way it's looking right now is not looking too good. I'm that little bit of hope when our backs against the rule.
Oh my gosh! Like what?
Listen.
Yo, man,
I want to watch. It's a no box sports podcast based in Philadelphia sports, so it's kind of corny to watch it if you're not participating in the tournament. So
like Bill Belichick said, on to Cincinnati, it's like on to the Phillies.
Stop, dog. Hold on. Let's go through this real quick. Nothing crazy. Okay, right now, we are the 7th seed. Ahead of us is the Heat in the 6th seed, the Knicks in the 5th seed, the Magic in the 4th, Cavs, Bucks, Celtics. Behind us is the Pacers, who might pass us. They could very well pass us. They got they got Siakam, they got Pascal Siakam now. Let me put it up there for you to see. Because all we got to do is be one of the top seeds?
Nah,
8?
man. Nah. Right now,
there it go right there, bro.
Stop it, man. Right now, this team looks
Look
like
at that.
A worse
the Bulls
version
gonna
than
pass
the Andre Iguodala. Without Embiid, this team looks worse than the Andre Iguodala era.
So you saying who's gonna pass us though?
On, man. Stop.
The Pacers might pass us. The Bulls not gonna pass us. The Pacers and the Hawks, the only 2 teams that got a chance to get us. The Pacers and the Hawks.
Okay.
I think the Pacers might get us because they got a way better team than us if they all healthy.
Dude, if we played a play-in game, we might lose to the Nets.
Nah, I don't like us losing to the Nets with Maxey.
Okay.
I don't like us losing to the Nets. I don't like us losing to the Raptors with Trae Young and the Hawks. You know how they get around playoff time, so that could end up bad. But you know what? We could still be a playing team, so that's what we focusing on right now. The no box community. We focusing on the playoffs.
How far the mighty have fallen. We talking about we focusing on the play-in game.
We are. I mean, what you want us to do? Shoot the first seed?
Play-in? Are you kidding me? Play-in?
All right, I'm gonna give up.
Come on, man.
He want me to turn my TV on. That's what he's saying. That is what he's saying, y'all. But the Sixers, we gonna rock out with y'all regardless. As long as y'all playing games, we rocking out.
Bryce Harper, let's go. Come on.
Oh man, he said I'm tuning into Florida. What they doing down there? All right, well, we off the Sixers, man. That's the official answer. Embiid, don't come back. That's what the streets is saying.
Jack, don't come back.
That's what the streets is
That's
saying.
right.
But
old school joke. Don't care.
Yeah, man. We got a quick little segment for y'all out the norm. Giving y'all our top 5 NBA teams as of the day. And y'all know what team ain't gonna be on there.
They're not even top 10. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, so don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Let me go first. I ain't giving them in no order. Bucks, Celtics, obviously. Let me go Nuggets, Bucks, Celtics, Nuggets. Teams are struggling right now. The Timberwolves just lost Karl Anthony Towns to a meniscus, so I can't really put them up there, but they got the best record in the league right now. Let's go Thunder, Bucks, Celtics, Thunder, Nuggets, Clippers. Yeah.
All right, we matched everything except I didn't put the Clippers in there, but you're right. That's actually a good. I can't argue. I mean, I could argue, but the Clippers is not a bad.
You arguing for the Wolves?
I'm saying the Wolves. Yeah, I mean, you still got Rudy Gobert. You still got Rudy Gobert.
Bro, I just said Karl Anthony Towns just had the same injury Embiid got, but later in the season. It's over for them.
Okay.
He's their second scorer. He's averaged 20-something. He was the superstar before Ant came. So
from what I hear, Ant is possible future face of the league.
Yeah, but that's like a Brandon Ingram and Zion type thing. You need both of them. Without one of them, you know what I'm saying? You less dangerous. I ain't gonna call him top 5. Karl Anthony Towns is a dog over there, bro. Like a dog. They switch nights. You know what I mean? They switch nights on who gonna be the man. But that's the top 5. We both got Celtics, Bucks, Nuggets, Thunder, and we only differ. He got the Timberwolves, I got the Clippers. So that's the top 5 of the NBA season. NBA,
end of the day, it's Celtics and Nuggets anyway, so it don't matter. Go ahead.
Celtics and Nuggets for the championship?
Yeah, it don't matter.
I don't want to see that.
5. I'm just telling you what it's probably going to be.
I don't want to see that.
It'll be better than the Heat. It'll be better than Nuggets versus the Heat. There'll be a better matchup than Nuggets versus the Heat.
Yeah, I don't think the Nuggets gonna make it this year, but we'll see.
Oh, wow.
We'll see.
Okay.
We got a lot of time to sort that out, but we rocking to the end. We rocking to the end. No box community, keep rocking with us until they put our season in the ground. We gonna keep going.
Yes, sir.
But now we transitioning into a lighter part of the show, something we less invested in, but we might, all got a little bit experience in, and that's when, you watching somebody compete that you tied to that may be of a younger age, and you may be too invested or you may not be too invested. But we got something right up here for y'all today. Just look at this video and let me know what y'all think of it. We'll play it a few times. That's an air ball. We gotta have the sound on for sure.
Air ball. I'm her mom. It's fine.
Another one.
Air ball. I'm her mom. It's fine.
She's like, Mom. She's like, Mom. That's okay. So
she said, I'm her mom. It's fine.
No. No, I mean, first of all, no parent should be saying that, honestly, in that game.
Too young.
I'll say that didn't look like high school.
No, that was elementary, barely.
High school, I will say that could happen because high school games, they kind of mean something, especially depending on what part of state or city you live in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was way too young to be doing the air ball.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
It was hilarious, and her excuse, I'm her mom, like that makes it all right. Well,
because everybody looked back because of social norms. That's a kid, you don't. But what you gonna say when that adult is in the house with that child? That adult has the temperature of the household and that child. So if the mom is doing that, it's because she feels especially when you see a mom doing that, because moms are super sensitive when it comes to their baby. So if you see a mom doing that, I am going to go out on a limb and say that kid probably need a shot of humble pie. That kid's probably at home like, I ain't got to practice, Mom. You see the way I shoot free throws? Or she probably just need to be brought down a little bit because you want to balance your child out to sit them out here in this world. You know what I mean? And if she ain't like it, guess what she not gonna do? Shoot another air ball.
Right. That's true. At least brick it. No, but I mean, I honestly, that's a good point because when I first saw it, I didn't think that. I was like, that mom is going too far. Like that's a bit much. But if it was a teacher lesson, I can't fight that. That's an excellent
Mom,
point.
I'm going to believe that it's a lesson behind your trolling of your kid. Maybe, or maybe you was playing ball and you shot it and she was like, air ball. And you was like, you know what?
That's still,
when I get my chance, I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her air
That's
ball.
not the moment. That's not the moment.
It was an air ball.
Not the moment.
I identify with tough parenting. I identify with, the harsh ways of teaching the lessons. That's why I'm like, okay, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But it's different philosophy. That is tough. That's better than you'll get them next time, baby. Cause I'm gonna feel air ball harder than that. I'm like, I ain't about to air ball again.
Yeah, it depends on the child. I will say, it does depend on the child. But yeah, because every child can't, receive that like that. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
you gotta
you made a good point.
You got to know your child, though, because some of these parents, I do see videos and I don't have the context, and I'll be like, that's too far. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it go too far. These parents be like, I ain't make it, so you gonna make it.
Right.
And I don't think that was that type of thing. That seemed like the mom is silly, number one. I guarantee you give her a couple glasses of wine and she is hilarious.
First of all, you don't feel like she had that when she was there?
I was about to say she probably had it.
You ain't think that was in her cup? Like,
you know what? If that was a situation, she just got on and just forgot. But that was funny. Everybody.
That's how that felt, man.
The funniest part of it was, don't worry, I'm her mom.
Right, exactly.
Like,
exactly. What? It's okay for me to do that.
That makes it better somehow. That makes it so
that not do it, but I can do it.
Exactly. That makes it so that you can't say nothing, but I can. That's basically what
Right.
it is. Let me run that back one more time, man. That bomb is silly.
Air ball. I'm her mom. It's fine.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I wonder why they
Yeah.
ain't show whether she made the next one or not, man. They supposed to show whether she made the next one or not, because I guarantee the way she locked in at that line and got her stuff together, she knocked that down. So we looking at the future Caitlin Clark right there, just because this one clip right there. I'm like, I'm never gonna miss another free throw again in my life.
Right, that's true. That's
in my
story.
life, unless her mom don't come to the game.
My mom's video
free
went
throws,
viral.
mom not there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
The motivation, however, you got to give it to your kids, man. But we gonna go ahead and say we don't know whether she went too far or not. But that was a funny clip,
yes, sir.
to say the least. And that's gonna wrap up our social media portion of the show. And before we gotta get out of here, we got another treat for y'all. Another treat for y'all, man. We got another official recommendation from the ball CP3, the original one.
The original. So I we don't always do sports related recommendations, but this one I watched The Nature Boy on Netflix, which is supposed to be a documentary about Ric Flair, which is, for people of my generation, and maybe you might remember him. He was like one of the big wrestlers back in the day, back in the 80s and stuff like that. And it was really good. Like, it honestly, what I got, you not only saw you relive some of the moments that you actually got you found out that he was kind of out of the ring. He was a flawed individual, like very interesting, very flawed. Like, yeah. So Nature Boy,
very Netflix. Flawed. Ain't we all flawed? What type of flaw you talking about?
Like the persona that he showed in the ring was like, I got it all. You know what I'm saying? Women, money, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But outside the ring, it's like, I don't want to spoil it, but it definitely has some interesting characteristics.
Okay.
So definitely check it out.
What's it called? Go ahead.
It's called Nature Boy.
Nature Boy.
The story of Ric Flair. It's on Netflix. Yep.
On Netflix. So listen, don't say y'all ain't got nothing to watch when we not on. I know y'all be sitting there just staring at the channel hoping for the alert for a new episode. But don't act like y'all ain't got nothing to watch in the meantime. It's like the 5th recommendation, and y'all better watch it because we're going to quiz y'all later on down the line. So go ahead, log on to Netflix, watch the boy, Nature Boy, Ric Flair. You probably stealing somebody I ain't going to say stealing. You probably borrowing somebody else's Netflix account. So go ahead and watch it before they change the password on you, man.
Hey, man.
And just
Netflix making those rules harder, man. Come on.
Netflix is getting crazy, and you raise that price one more time, I promise you. No, I'm not. I ain't paying. I ain't gonna act like I'm the one. It don't matter to me. You raise it how many times you want. I'm gonna just let y'all know.
Right.
Right. Y'all understand? But yeah, man, that's been this episode of the No Box Sports Podcast. Man, thank y'all for chilling with us for the win. Y'all already know that's been episode number 10. I've been one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3. Don't you ever forget it, man. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, show love. We're going to definitely show it back, man. Go follow us and holler at us and throw $1 at us. That's been one. Peace. Play the music.